POW MIA missing man table because it included a Bible. That racist, homophobic, discriminating, absolutely disgusting book, the Bible. Such tables, a mainstay at military bases and veterans organizations, are set for 6. One for each service. The Army, Air Force, Marines, Navy, Coast Guard, and civilian personnel representing personnel missing in action or taken as prisoners of war. The table was removed from Florida's Patrick Air Force Base. There goes Florida again. What the hell is going on with Florida? I love Florida. But Jiminy Christmas, man, what the hell's going on with these people? They can't vote. They can't seem to operate a goddamn turn signal on their car. And now this, they got to remove Bibles? Remove the whole table because it has a Bible on it. A Bible. Anybody ever been hurt by a Bible? Anybody ever break a bone because of a Bible? Anybody ever been discriminated because of a Bible? Huh? You have? Really? Wow, that's a shame. I feel sorry for you. The table was removed from Florida's Patrick Air Force Base because of one item traditionally placed on the table, the copy of the Bible. The 45th Space Wing deeply desires to honor America's prisoners of war and missing in action personnel. Unfortunately, the Bible's presence or absence on the table at the Riverside Dining Facility ignited controversy and division, distracting from the table's primary purpose of honoring the POWs. Consequently, we temporarily replaced the table with the POW MIA flag. So they take away the Bible and they put up the flag. Well, you're missing the point, and here's why. This is why the Bible makes... Now, listen, you know me, I'm not a real big spiritual guy. I'm not a real big religious guy, but I'm not afraid of religion. Any religion. I don't care. I don't care what you believe. I don't care. You can believe in anything you want, but it's how you use your religion. How you use that religion to affect other people, either positively or negatively. You use it negatively, yeah, I'm going to have a problem with you. You use it positively, I got no problem with that. How can you have a problem with affecting somebody positively? I don't know. I don't see it. I don't get it. I don't understand that argument because it isn't an argument. It's stupid. You affect somebody positively, you affect somebody positively. There's no problem with that. There is no problem. Here, we're going to read down here. This is what the tables are. Now, these are military organizations and meetings, and they got clubs and they got different stuff like that. So when you put these tables up, they're dressed up and they're done to perfection. These tables, I mean to perfection, and they must be done exactly the way they are supposed to be done. And if they're not, one crumb, one little speck of dust, and the whole thing is shot. They take damn good pride. I mean, they take a lot of pride in this. And there's reasons for it. There are reasons for this. Each POW and MIA, each table is set with absolute precision. This is from the National League of POW and MIA Families. This is how the tables are set. 1, the table is round to show our everlasting concern. Well, I don't know where their concern is anymore. The cloth is white, symbolizing the purity of their motives when answering the call to serve. Single red rose is on the table. It reminds us of the lives of these Americans and their loved ones and friends who kept the faith while seeking answers. The red ribbon that is on the table symbolizes our continued determination to account for them. A slice of lemon reminds us of the bitter fate of those captured and missing in a foreign land. There is also a pinch of salt on the table, which symbolizes the tears of our missing. and their families who long for answers after decades of uncertainty. There's also a lighted candle, which reflects our hope for their return, whether they're alive or dead. I know, that racist, homophobic, absolutely disgusting, discriminating, just vile book, the Bible, represents the strength gained through faith in our country, founded as one nation under God to sustain those that lost from our midst. It's not about religion, you idiots. That Bible is not representing religion. It's representing the faith, man. Glass is inverted, which means it's upside down. It's to symbolize their inability to share a toast. And their chairs are empty because they're missing. They're not there. Now, this story, when I read this, man, I swear to God, man, I just about flew out this window, man. I almost did. I swear, one day, I'm going to ignite, and I'm going to have to do this radio show from frickin' planet Mars one day. I swear to God, it's going to happen. I'm going to be reporting from friggin' Mars one day, because I'm going to blast off into the cosmos. I swear to God, it's going to happen. And when I do blast off, I hope I'm holding my computer, because if not, then I'm going to need one hell of a megaphone. I'll tell you that. So, how is the Air Force going to resolve this situation? Well, after consultation with several relevant organizations, we now intend to reintroduce the POW MIA table in a manner inclusive of all POWs and all MIAs, as well as Americans everywhere. We're going to put a flag. Well, the flag is nice. The flag is nice, but this was done a long time ago, and there's reasons for that Bible. The Bible is not representing a God. It's not representing anything but the faith, man. The faith, the faith, the faith. That's what it's about, man. The faith. That's what it's about. And that's what it takes. Faith. I don't have any faith in this country. I mean, this government. I got faith in the country, the people. But certainly not this government, and certainly not these jerks that are pulling this crap. But I have faith in the American people. And yeah, I do have faith that we are going to rise up. And we are rising up. We're rising up more and more. Every single day there's another person waking up. There's another person throwing down that bag of Cheetos. Another person getting their fat ass off that couch. Another person turning off that stupid Kim Kardashian show. Every single day. You liberals are going to get your comeuppance. You're going to get your comeuppance. United States Representative John Fleming, a Republican, a racist Republican from Louisiana, took issue with the anonymity. I got that out again. How about that? I got that word anonymity out. I did it again. Boy, man, I tell you, my broken left-handed tongue is working great today. Took issue with the anonymity of the person who lodged a complaint. See, this was a person lodged a complaint. So if you're on the left, all it takes is one complaint, and we have to change the entire process. Change everything, get it all down, scrap it, bring it down to nothing, get rid of it. We got one person who's offended. Yeah, but what about all the millions who are not? Then that's what this is for. This person who complained has nothing to do with this. Why? Well, doesn't matter. They complained. They're offended. Get rid of it. Yeah, but what about our complaints? Well, you don't have a complaint. You're a racist. You goddamn Tea Partier. Who are you? Shut up. Since when does one unnamed, unknown individual have to veto power over the First Amendment rights of all people in the military and in the case of the Air Force? Well, good for you, Mr. Fleming. You're right. The inclusion of the Bible has nothing to do with the faith of those using the dining facilities, he goes on to say. And it doesn't. You just read what it was for. It has nothing to do with what God. It's faith. My Lord, it's a symbolic of faith of those missing or imprisoned. Faith that they're going to get them back. Faith that they might still be alive. Just faith, period. Why are people so afraid of the Bible? I don't get it. I don't understand it. I just don't get it. Oh, well, bad job for you, Air Force. A bad job. See, this is what happens when you try to appease to everybody. All you do is piss everybody off. Look, if somebody's going to get that offended over it, then good. They deserve to be offended. I'm sorry, but you do. You deserve to be that offended. If you're going to get offended over something so inconsequential to you and to the American people and to the world and to anything, you deserve to be offended. And they're not offended. They just wanted to complain. Anything to disrupt, that's all it's about. Has nothing to do with their beliefs. These people don't believe in anything. They don't have any faith in anything. Disrupt, distract, demolish, break down, criticize, ridicule. That's all it's about. Just argue. Don't worry about the facts. Don't worry about the evidence. Don't worry about anything. Just argue. All right, we've got more to do here. But I want to play this song here today. Now, I know that this particular song here is not exactly really so much about what we're talking about here, about the POA, prisoner of war, and the missing in action guys. And some gals, too. This is from my good friend Arlo Guthrie. Sometimes, yeah, I know he's about a 2-3 panty-wearing liberal sometimes, but there are times where he is right. And there's a lot of things that he is right. He's actually a registered Republican, too. A lot of people don't know that, but yeah, Arlo Guthrie is a registered Republican, believe it or not. But there are times, and I've seen him in concert, standing right there, right next to him after the show, talking to him. This song here, it's not so much. It's the song. The name of the song is "When a Soldier Makes It Home," and he's talking about when soldiers come home, people don't really seem to care anymore. Well, it just seems to me, and the reason why I'm playing this song is because not only do people don't seem to care anymore when a soldier makes it home, but they don't seem to care if they ever get home, and that's why I'm going to play this song here. Now, I'm telling you, I'm a passionate guy, and I'm not afraid to admit that I get teared up. I do. If this song doesn't put any tears in your eyes, they don't have to be dripping down your face, but if they don't put tears in your eyes and tears in your heart, you're not listening to the song and you don't have a frickin' soul. Now, the song's about 7 minutes long. It's live. And I want you to listen to the words. I want you to pay attention to it. Pay attention to the song and listen to it. If you're going to go to the bathroom, you're going to go feed the cat and take the dog out, turn the volume up so you can hear it wherever you go in your house. And you make sure you listen to this song. And we'll be back after this.
Wavy Gravy was right. Wavy said, if you can remember the 60s, you weren't there. I look back on some of those times much more fondly than I remember being in them. Remember a couple of things. Remember there was always something else, some new crisis, another movement or something, and some new issue. A million things all going on at once, and everybody had to choose up sides, it seemed like, on everything. And I came out of that whole time thinking I'd only met two different kinds of people. There's people that give a damn and people that don't. And the truth was, you could find both of those kinds of people on every side of every issue. And in the long run, I thought you might even have more in common with people that care about stuff than you do with people who side with you on an issue or two as they're going through time. Which is a long way of saying I made some friends that I didn't expect to make over all these years, and some of them are here tonight, some of them I actually know. So here's a song for some friends. Like a lot of folk songs, this one is not just overdue, but already outdated. Wrote it before the war in the Gulf was getting thought about. But I think the feeling holds up and goes something like this. in a strange and foreign land. A soldier packs his memories as he leaves Afghanistan. Back home they don't know too much, there's just no way to tell. I guess you had to be there for to know that war was hell. And there won't be any victory parade for those just coming back to fly them in at midnight and unload the bodies back. In the living well they're walking down a long and lonely road, because nobody seems to care these days when a soldier makes it home. They'll say it wasn't easy, just another job well done. As the government in Kabul falls to the sound of rebel guns, and the faces of the comrades being blown out of the sky, leaves you bitter with the feeling that they didn't have to die. And there won't be any victory parade for those that's coming back to fly them in at midnight and unload the bodies back. In the living well they're walking down a long and lonely road, because nobody seems to care these days when a soldier makes it home. Halfway around the world tonight, in a strange and foreign land, a soldier unpacks memories that he saved from Vietnam. Back home they didn't know too much, there was just no way to tell. I guess you had to be there for to know that war was hell. And there wasn't any big parade for those that made it
free when a soldier makes it home. That's it, right there. Well, you know what? I hope these guys do make it home. I really do. And when you do something this stupid, I'm sorry, but come on. You're really going to complain about a Bible? And these people, whoever complained about this is probably somebody who's never going to show up for this event. It has nothing to do with. They probably read it in some magazine somewhere or heard somebody say it or something, and so now they got to complain. And these are people that claim that they're tolerant. They're inclusive. Speaking of tolerance, let's get into real liberal tolerance, shall we? Let's do this. Start right here. This is